Mm-hmm. So one of their stand-ins is QM333. Who's going to be playing their Terrorblade as their core. Yeah, again, not a name that I'm familiar with. I don't know if you're recognizing him, but that's who it is. Okay. Yeah, that's what the BP stands for. I knew I recognized that. That's right.
Prepare for battle.
All right, well, he's on that Ember. Gonna end up in the mid lane, of course, matched up against the Pugna, ideally. Who is in the hands of Limp. Io and Bane heading out together. Put that tether up. And all 5 of compLexity are headed towards the bottom lane right now. Beelining right down there for it. Or adjusting something there. Okay. Apparently, so is 343. Gonna reconnect. Alright, so this Magnus Phantom Assassin, I mean, you gotta think, obviously a lot of those games, I wonder if that's also kind of part of it too, because we were seeing the Magnus PA combination earlier on in the major qualifiers, at least. Because again, that was still very new, people were really kind of figuring out this patch, they still are today, but eventually we started seeing Magnus specifically getting banned by a lot of teams. And then the whole Terror Blade in response also became very popular, so as far as the reasons as to why we seen that win percentage drop on the hero. But Magnus PA together with an IO on top of that. Again, the first 3 heroes from compLexity. I gotta think, if they happen to all be together, we'd definitely be high up there in the win percentage.
Yeah, you gotta imagine that is the case. IO doesn't have the best Ags targets this game, so we will likely see him go for the spirit damage. But other than that, you know, it's just a hero. It doesn't really matter what lineup you put this hero in. It's just going to be incredibly good and very hard for the other team to deal with. Other than that Ember Spirit, they don't have any real tools to catch the IO out. And even with the Ember Spirit being good at jumping a specific hero, he's a magic heavy burst in that early game. And IO's a strength hero, and that means he gets magic resistance.
The battle
Very true.
begins.
And benefit from that, Z-Freak will also pick up the Spawning Rune. Nobody up at the top lane for this Spawning Rune. In fact, it's just going to be left there for now. Enigma figures somebody's there, but as we see, that's not the case. So this eventually will be picked up by, I don't know who, because they're trailing bottom lane. No, Bane is rotating. Okay, so 343 is making a move towards the middle. That is his ward on this side. We'll see if Ember Spirit overextends. He's going to get in.
Early pressure. Help the Pugna out.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be a kill, but yeah, just harass. Say hello. This Bounty Rune's still here, by the way.
Yeah. Awkward. I think it's probably going to be there until the despawn, to be honest. Unless this Bane decides to run up there, but I feel like this Bane is most likely just going to stay mid, because this is one of the ways that you deal with an Enigma, is you just put a hero that doesn't care that the Enigma is kind of annoying to deal with, and Magnus is good at killing Eidolons, and if you don't have 2 heroes here, then you're splitting the reduced experience less ways, which is just better for everybody.
Alright, you see right there, using that shockwave, one of the Eidolons even. So Death taking full advantage of this lane matchup that he has at the bottom lane, though. It's a defensive tri-lane being ran by our Radiant squad. And yeah, Z-Freak, he's got another tether, though. Look at Sonic. Sonic's preparing this. And Z-Freak just simply walks away. Yeah, we're sitting here expecting a tether play, and he's just like, no, I'm just going to walk. That's the best. And so he's fine in the end. In fact, you also see Alwyn getting very low.
Yep, Bane makes the move to the bottom. And I would have to favor this IO Bane PA lane in a tri-lane scenario, especially with meta being down on cooldown now. Rubik, not that good of a defensive or even fighting support in the early stages.
Bane running into Rubik, though. The Frost Shield is a very good tool for the fighting. However, they're turning on to Sonic once again. Z-Freak trying to survive. He's going to get denied by the neutrals as they take out Sonic on that Rubik. Good movement again by Z-Freak. Ultimately setting that up and giving his team the first blood in the end.
Yeah, it's pretty stylish. Way to get that first blood, just delaying long enough before the suicide comes in to deny the experience in gold. And compLexity, happy with how this bottom lane's going. PA 11-0, Terrorblade only 7-3. Mid lane going very heavily in Limp's favor with that help from the Bane early on.
Mm-hmm. And you have to remember that, as you mentioned, that the help right there certainly giving him an advantage too, but even so, he is maximizing it for sure, nearly doubling the CS, also the denies thrown in. Death of the top lane, really no different for him as we kind of expected. He's 12-1 against a 5-5 Enigma. He's had several Eidolon kills on top of that, so having a fantastic time. Across the board, the CS looking very good early on for compLexity. They approach the early 3-minute mark here. Sentry War going to be destroyed down here as the pole camp, it looked like. A good counter there, but compLexity is kind of just controlling this pole camp area. It's the Bane IO combo. I mean, Bane himself is already annoying to deal with in the lane. You throw an IO on top of him, that sounds near impossible.
Yeah, it's also a great tether target for the IO because Bane has one of the highest movement speeds on any support without any movement speed items, and that just means that IO goes from a slow little cube to a speedy, annoying, healing fountain.
He might come into play right here. There he goes. 3-4-3. Again, he doesn't have any damage on himself, though, so he's going to need a tango, or yes, he will need a tango right here with that tether. Going to start healing up 3-4-3. Gets just far enough. All run dies to Merkel. Goes in with the dagger and a couple of auto attacks later to finish him off. You have the metaform from Terrorblade, but obviously compLexity will play it smart. Just simply fall back, not get in range.
And this is what IO does. He just allows you to play right on that edge of disaster at all times.
Oh, they're going in. They want to kill Terrorblade. They might have gone too far, though. 3-4-3 is dead, and they definitely did. That Frost Shield comes out. And now Phantom Assassin, he's probably dead. Yeah, Phantom Strike still on cooldown for another second right there. All right, living on the edge. Sometimes you fall off that edge, even with the IO teammate.
Yeah, completely overestimating their damage there. They just, I mean, this Terrorblade still has 14 armor. I don't care if he's being tri-landed and he's only level 3. 14 armor plus the Frost Shield, you're not doing very much damage.
Yeah, it's almost like they forgot about that Frost Shield ability. Will that come into play once again? QM333, he does go down. This time it works out. Alrin throws the Frost Shield on himself at the last second. He's trying to live now too, so he will be fine, but they lose the Terrorblade. So that's what compLexity had in mind, what they were trying to do before. This time just a little bit better execution, and it will open up some 5-minute bounty rune control on top of that. So yes, this bounty rune is still here, by the way. You are right. So essentially one bounty rune going to nobody.
Death grabs the one top, so it's 4 bounty runes to compLexity. And Pugna solo kills an Ember. That's not supposed to happen.
No.
And this lane is getting out of hand. This Pugna, more than doubling the CS, has almost as many denies as the Ember Spirit has creep kills.
Yeah.
This tier 1 tower is not long for this world in the mid lane.
Yeah, seeing the Annihilate, he cooldown was ready for Flame Guard. He didn't have the mana though. He had a mango, so he just simply did not react in time. Is what that came down to. I don't know if he thought he could run out of the Nether Blast and think, you know, we're gonna live it on the edge, but either way, it didn't work out. Limp destroying in this middle lane, and 3-4-3 is rotating in. Annihilate pings him out, but that's all he can do. He does have his own supports nearby. 3-4-3 is gonna run right into them. Yeah, he did not expect this. Pugna's going to do what he can. The Drain Life, he should be able to kill Rubik. Yep, the Brain Sap to finish the job. Sleep up on a ledge. However, that Frost Shield still slowing things down. 3-4-3 will go down. Makes it a 1-for-1 at least. More farm for Limp is a way to look at it. And so compLexity, I still think, is happy with that.
Definitely. He is at a mountain now, so he's not going to be able to finish out this tier 1 tower quite yet. Going to have to maybe go hit the showers, hit the shrine, and come back. Well, although, nope, he's just going to pass off the bottle. 3-4-3. Doing a great job supporting there. Limp bottling up, dropping the talismans, and press F to pay respects for this tier 1.
It's definitely in trouble. Not much more they can do. Fortification, not ready. Here's a scan from the Radiant over here, but it's not going to hit. No one's there. And now Sonic and Auron think they have a chance. Look at the positioning though of Limp. It's like he just knew this was coming. I mean, he has a ward down, but I don't know if it really saw all the way over there. It just simply was a good heads up.
Yeah, I mean, there's literally no heroes in the bottom lane. There's nobody helping this Enigma top, so where else could the supports possibly be?
Yeah.
Just a good read by a very good player.
Well, 343 found them. He's having some fun in the jungle over here, and well, too much fun. 3 heroes come together. The Frostio can have to be used. You mentioned how fast he is. That is coming into play. Sinister's Gate. Io with the save. It's not enough, though. He only had the stick kill, and that was really it. But Miracle jumps in, and he's going to beat down Rubik. See this Illusion's kind of swarming him, though, with the Metaphor, but now with Pugna here, Terrorblade immediately regrets sticking around, yeah. Minus, or no armor, really, coming into play there, obviously, as he's all that magic damage. That shows.
We might see a black hole here in the top lane. Death is crushing this lane as well. Enigma does have 23 denies. A lot of those are just the Eidolon spawning, however.
Yeah.
And this Magnus is going to have a very nice game set up for him. Going for the Arcanes first. We'll eventually head for that Blink Dagger, but for now, he's happy to just farm away.
Yeah, it's not only the Eidolon spawns, but I think he has been denying his own Eidolons a bit too, so it's that mixed in, so... But yeah, big picture, Magnus is definitely having a very good time as well. It's kind of the theme of complexity in this game. 8.5 minutes in, really. 5,000 or 6,000 net worth lead.
Sonic.
He's hiding.
Very close to being found by those spirits. Only level 3 at 8 minutes. If he gets found, he is going to disappear.
Yeah. Phantom Assassin does have that coup de grace. Sonic's going to be hidden for the time being, though. Like he's waiting for some kind of TP support or seeing if anything's going to happen. Just leeching experience, I suppose. While we're watching him sit in the trees and missing a kill, it was just simply Bane rotating and 3 heroes collapsing on him, though, it looks like. So
they're just going to push high ground. They have Pugna level 4 Nether Blast and a Catapult Wave. And there's actually no way that Anime11 can really contest this right now.
No. Metaform still 40 seconds. They're going to get the rotation at least.
Eat the Catapult. That'll stop the push.
Yeah. They get the TP. Magnus even more free farm at the top lane. I guess the way to look at it, he's going to put some pressure on that tier 1 tower. And Terrorblade farming in the jungle nearby. Magnus, he's going to find him. No RP yet. Going to take the CS from him, but with Rubik and Ember Spirit coming over, Death might have overextended. Now there's the RP, but it doesn't matter. You mentioned no skewer yet. He chose to, you know what, he was sitting on a point there. He leveled up RP instead of the skewer.
Yeah, that was a little awkward. He definitely overextended, got a little too greedy. It's kind of feeling just how one-sided this game has been so far. Overplays his hand. It's a very, very common mistake. And yeah, I don't know how I feel about that wasted RP either. But regardless, complexity in a very good spot.
Not too concerning. Alrin picks up that regen rune just to deny it, if anything, from the opposition, but Enigma now pushing out the bottom. See, he's just trying to, you know, essentially get his first item here after that soul ring. Might be delayed, though.
Blow. Could be in trouble here. Does have the black hole.
He's going to throw it out. Enigma's just waiting, though. He's like, if he black holes, I'm ready to stop. So, not much more Flo can do about this. Yeah, eventually he was just simply going to die. It's just a matter of time. At least he got the catapult before. Positive news.
Yeah, I almost would have liked to see 343 not show there and see if they could bait out that black hole because it's such a huge cooldown. But yeah, easy kill for the PA. PA is second in net worth and full item ahead of the Terrorblade.
Ember Spirit, though, he's pushing out top lane. He's got his bottle, his power trance, one Wraith Man. What is this? This is old school. This is a triple Wraith Man. Rubik, he's fine. Aether Lens on limp, though, so shown there, and the last of Drain Life even going to be extra long as Rubik, he's level 6. He steals another blast, but he might not live long with it. He's going to throw away 3 for a 3, and so he will for the time being. Root comes out. Annihilate, though, cannot commit. Has to stay back. Phantom Assassin's just farming away in the jungle. Is she going the Battle Fury? Is she... No, she's going to go the Desolator this game.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Actually, almost like she's 2 items ahead of the Terrorblade because she gets a free Battle Fury from the Magnus, and it can just go for straight damage.
Yeah.
Does need to be a little careful trying to solo kill this Enigma, who is level 9, actually higher level than Miracle.
Oh boy, he's hiding again. He knows. There is this ward over here that's self-spot too, but now this scan hit over here. Flo though, yeah, now he knows he's in trouble. He's just gonna try for the TP. They do not have a stopper, and oh, Bane could not get there in time. Sleep range, not the longest. Oh boy, they just smoked right on top of a ward, by the way. However,
kind of not paying attention, apparently.
yeah. I mean, no pings came out. I don't think complexity even realized.
Under attack.
How could they not? They have a ward right there, and the
know.
entire team just disappeared. But wasn't
matter.
able. Yeah, they weren't able to get the Rubik in position. They had the Terrorblade in front, who's definitely not, you know, a disabling hero in any remote sense of that word. So they really need the Rubik to be up first. But even then, I don't know if they have enough lockdown and damage to kill the Magnus before he skewers out.
Interesting here, Io and Magnus being chased down. Magnus does have his RP back up.
Tower is under attack.
Kills.
Okay,
Rubik.
turn and kill Rubik, that's a play. Fiend's Grip blocking the Never Spirit, and with Pugna nearby, the Drain Life hitting. The RP on the solo Terror Blade back here, gonna pull him right back into the team. It's just, it's looking ugly for Anime11Esports right now. The complexity is catching them one by one, 9,000 net worth lead at 13.5 minutes.
Yeah, they don't look very coordinated. I mean, as expected.
Yeah.
2 stand-in players, the team itself had formed just right before the qualifier.
One of those open qualifier teams that, you know, figure put a team together, see what they can make happen, and, you know, kind of hopeful going into a 4-team event. One of the 4 teams advance on. You never know. Things are, you know, looking good for you. A newer patch and everything, but complexity, no doubt. Proven to be the better team, at least here in Game 1. As they are absolutely rolling all over. The Lich will manage to barely survive.
Raindrops are very, very strong.
Yes.
Even when you're far behind.
Yes. Only reason he lives there. Still not level 6 himself, so no Chain Frost presence even yet.
Just gonna head right into the pit. They've got the Desolator coming out to Miracle.
Alright.
Yay. One of the better Roshan killers in the game, especially with the new buff to Phantom Strike. Got the Io to heal him up. Got the Magnus to buff him up. And he's going to be unstoppable here once he claims his Aegis.
It's almost like they drafted around supporting this Phantom Assassin.
Fancy that.
Yeah. Or there's a way to prevent that. Aegis picked up by Phantom Assassin. Easy for her. And its 15-minute bounty runes are also going to spawn, and complexity is already on point to at least take the top ones. Down here, Phantom Assassin tries to grab this one, but yeah, I was expecting the dagger right there, but doesn't use it. Up here. Oh, that burst. The Frost Shield comes out at the last second. He's going to help keep him alive in the end, but a lot of up front.
I really like...
Yeah.
Sorry.
The helm of the Dominator. I had to figure out what the Satyr was.
Trying to kite them away from their tower. Save a little bit longer if they can.
Yeah.
I really like this Glimmer Cake build on Pugna. It just fits the hero so well. He needs the magic resistance. It gives him a way to kind of dodge in and out of fights with his fast movement speed. Gives him utility for his team as well.
Yeah. And Limp's making he really hasn't come into play just yet, to be fair, but potentially will be making plays with it. Middle lane. Oh, he crit the creep. There we go. Yeah, a little bit of a misclick there for Miracle. Or maybe that was on purpose. He just wanted to intimidate him.
Yeah, it's just a warning shot. Gave Annihilate a chance to get out of here, but it's good manners.
Yeah.
Chivalrous.
I can respect that. Yeah, very, very respectful there. It's complexity after all. Organization, you know, thrives on it's good manners. Wanted to make sure. I don't know where I was going with that.
Just taking your
middle lane.
Oh, goodbye.
Yeah, he's like, all right, second.
You had the warning shot.
Yeah.
He gave you a chance. No respect.
Magnus. He's got the RP again, and yeah, speaking of Anime 11, they are respecting now that Phantom Assassin that they weren't before. They're just all sitting in their base. That's really all they can do. Smoke play from complexity behind. might as well, I suppose, try to sneak in.
Yeah, just get death in position for an RP, really, if they are up too far defending.
Oof. He went for the attack first. If he skewers right away, he might get him, but... Play misclick there.
Sieging with a Pugna, it's a pretty easy game. You just sit back, make the other team try and stop this from happening.
See that Frost Shield going up on the tower, but fairly longer cooldown, can only do so often. Ends up being an easy tower kill, and now going for the melee racks. Enigma, trying to find his opportunity, but no blink, force staff, or anything like that, so the whole walk up and black hole strategy isn't necessarily the most effective.
And it's thinking about it, but do you really want to solo black hole and Aegis PA? I don't know if that's worth it.
The answer is no. They're doing a lot of damage, though. They get him pretty low. But eventually, the Nether Blast finishes off the racks. Z-Freak will heal up Miracle. And he'll fall back and farm some more creeps.
One more Nether Blast should do it. Lana Rax goes down. 16k at 18 minutes. compLexity well on their way to game 2 of the series.
Gotta finish the job, though. As... okay, they're having fun there. Limpo's drain lifing Z-Freak, and Z-Freak is... Okay, well, healing him up, I guess.
Did it work?
I don't... It was hard to say.
Because it looks like Limp's pretty low on life.
Yeah, I don't think it worked as they hoped for.
Probably just wanted to try it out.
Yeah. Never really thought about this.
It's kind of like the IO Morphling, tethering the IO.
Yeah.
Seeing if you can get the infinite heal. Not how it works.
Crash or something, yeah. Phantom Assassin Manta styles online. Don't really need a BKB this game. The biggest threat is that black hole, and it wouldn't help against that anyways.
Yep. Going for the Dispel and the chains. And the reflection being more important in this game, and why not? And then he's going to go for the Abyssal Blade, so he can actually guarantee finish off kills and fights. Probably goes for the Dagon.
I suppose you could argue that maybe if this was a much closer game or serious, even that he could go with the BKB just simply for the Terror Blade, the Sunder, and no longer piercing. So again, with a game like this, the lead that they have, he's understandably not concerned at all.
Yeah, Terror Blade's definitely not the problem right now. You know, I think that this game, even if it was closer, you probably still go the Manta and the BKB, just because you don't want to be popping BKB to get out of Searing Chains. It's also pretty good against Chain Frost.
Yeah, Manta is a valuable item in this game. Or Miracle.
Meta is popped.
Oh
my.
I mean, we knew that was eventually coming. Here's another one. Doesn't crit.
What you get for standing in.
Yeah. He sees you. That Q's coming. Might as well buy back, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, this is one of those cases. Your team, game 1 of a best of 3. You know, when is enough, right? It's when are you just banging your head against that brick wall and you're not going to get really much out of the game. It's almost more frustrated as the game moves on. Not saying that that's what's happening here, but I've always kind of thought about that when we do have these very obvious one-sided games in a best of 3. I think there is an argument to be made. It's at some point you're just hanging in a little too long.
Yeah, usually, I mean, they want to use this black hole, right? They need to use this skill at least once and see what happens. And usually you wait for that one timing, maybe with a BKB on your core or a big smoke play to a specific objective like Roshan. If it doesn't work then you call it, but they really haven't even had a chance to really take a fight yet.
Yeah, it's fair. The blink. Oh, maybe it's coming up here. Phantom Assassin. No more Aegis, remember. Let's just gaze in, but... I mean, you can't just help but laugh at that. That was hilarious. Melee Rack's falling. Terror Blade's like, fight me. He doesn't care. Enigma's still hoping for that chance. There we go. There's a black hole. Isle's already telling the RP it's nothing from Magnus. Not the greatest execution from compLexity right here, but it's almost like their farm is going to make it not matter. The massive lead that they have. So they're just rolling over this fight. A double kill for Miracle. They just clean them all up. GG's our call. That's game one. Pretty easy victory for compLexity. But you know what? It really, a lot of this does go back to the draft, to be fair. You give up Magnus, Phantom Assassin, and Io in your first 3 picks. The outcome wasn't going to be different.
No, they gave up a very aggressive combo in the PA and Mag, a very aggressive hero in the Pugna, and 2 very aggressive supports in the Io Bane, and then they picked a Terrorblade Enigma with Lich Rubik supports. You're never going to win this game under any circumstances. So, back to the drawing board. Anime 11, I